with this matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Look, both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Russell against Morant. Russell to pass to Towns. Tipped. Towns against Brooks. Doubled by Towns. Pass to Morant. Lets the three fly. Now here's Adams. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Russell.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And the second free throw is good. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Oh, my goodness. How about that?
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Morant against Russell. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
It's Edwards with a drive. The shot no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Pass to Adams. Outside Payne. Over Edwards. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
The three from Russell. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Payne. Outside Morant. Inside. Stolen by Russell. It's picked off. To the inside. Adams. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Adams has got 5 points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Morant against Russell. Towns down low. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes.
Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Pass to Aldama. Poke loose. Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Payne. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Desmond Payne.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And he can't hit the second. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Outside Russell. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gobert inside. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading. Morant finds Bain. And here's Adams. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Outside Edwards. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Aldama. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And so it's the Memphis. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Grizzlies? The Timberwolves trail.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their 2nd winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
On the court for Memphis, Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Then it's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. Morant with it. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Gobert, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And they're on the break. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Bain. On the wing, Brooks. All sorts of time. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And it's McDaniels off the drive.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this 2nd quarter. 2 minutes now played in the 2nd quarter. Here's Russell. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Putting you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. He hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose.
No argument here. The drive by Bain. No luck on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. McDaniels finds Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
For Memphis, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Morant. Inside. Good work defensively by Towns.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Left side, Russell. Can't hit from in close. And the Grizzlies shooting a solid 47%. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
This is what you pay to see. Morant doing what he does, exploding right to the rim off the drive. Wow.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
And stolen by Edwards. Russell against Brooks. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Offensive board. Here's Gobert. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. The Grizzlies have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. 5 on the clock. From deep. Memphis the rebound. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. And stolen by Morant. Here's the break. Pass to Brooks. Now here's Bain. Adams a screen. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Brooks. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
You got to appreciate the consistency, night in and night out.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Man, we've seen Steven Adams really make an impact on this game.
Well, he really outdid himself in that first half. Stepped up and gave them a big lift.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Nas Reed. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Pass to Noel from behind the arc. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. And he banks it home with one hand.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson with a screen on Jones. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And the Grizzlies shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Reed, a screen on Jones. Pass to Anderson. Oh, it's stolen. And now the Grizzlies on the run for the finish. And that one is hammered home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's McLaughlin. Up top, Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Picked it out of midair. Pass to Conchard. Finished off the break. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Reed to screen on Jones. Here's McLaughlin. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Tillman. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes.
Up top, Anderson. Clock at 6. And that one's good.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
There's a minute 34 left in the third. Here's Jones, and the layup is good off the glass. Jones has got 6 here in the quarter. And an annual ritual, players finding out their ratings in NBA 2K. All right, Richard, you were customarily happy with your rating, yes?
I didn't really care, but a part of my condition of working for 2K is they said that they will retroactively change my rating to 100. The first 100 play.
You deserve it, man.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
1:05 left in the third quarter. For 3. Nice D from Reed. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Tillman. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Anderson with a screen on Jones. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Here's Prince. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Shooting for Memphis. Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's McLaughlin. He's got 6. Pass to Anderson. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis in control with a 16-point. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis, Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Then it's Steven Adams. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Aldama in at the 4. 3 on the clock. Kept alive. Minnesota shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Anderson, and he gets it to go.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Anderson's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Now Morant. Oh, and Reed with a block. Pass to Noel. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Stripped it away. Outside Bain. Adams inside. Anderson covers. Here's Aldama. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. Here's Adams. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
First team foul. Substitution on the board.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. To the right side. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Aldama. Pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. There's the 3. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Russell against Morant. Towns up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Grizzlies ball.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Morant against Russell. Morant, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Memphis shooting at a respectable 49%. Outside Bain. Drains the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
The shot by Russell, no good. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Morant, the pass to Adams. Here's Aldama. On the wing, Bain. The 3 is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside McDaniels. The 3 from Russell. Gets the 3 to fall. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
And Gobert with a block. Right side Edwards. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Steven Adams.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
From deep, Bain. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Shot from the top of the key. And another basket for Minnesota.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
McDaniels can't hit. Morant finds Bain. And again, Memphis no good. McDaniels passes to Towns. Jacks up a three. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here is Russell. Towns for three. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Morris dishes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Russell against Jackson. Russell passes to Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Russell against Jackson. Gobert with a screen on Jackson. Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. Good, and his assist goes to town.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Out to Morris. Back to Zubac. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Morris, no good.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Edwards finds Gobert. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gobert's got his second basket.
Inside, Gobert is a nightmare with his height. It's tough to create good coverage.
The drive by Jackson. And it's George finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is Russell to the inside.
Gobert going to the line. The defense couldn't do anything but foul the big fella.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
At the line for
That's off as well, so he misses both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And George kicks to Leonard. Scoring his 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's George for 3. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Russell dishes to Towns. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Back to McDaniels. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Passes to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Leonard the pass to George. And again, the Clippers turn it over. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. So looking it over. The feed to Towns. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
So at the end of one quarter of play. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Now, here's George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Russell finds Gobert. Back to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Down low. Morris passes to George. And the Clippers miss again. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Outside Edwards. Towns dishes to Edwards. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The shot by McDaniels, no good. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to George. To the middle, Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Russell against Jackson. Here's McDaniels from outside off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And stolen by Russell. Gobert with it. George picks him up. The kick out to Towns. Off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. George passes to Zubac. Edwards against Leonard. Morris outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Russell passes to Towns.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And Towns drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Jackson looking around. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Kicks it out to Leonard for the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
A high post shot. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
The jumper is becoming part of his game. Rudy Gobert has added this element to his offense.
Now here's Jackson, stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Dishes it to Gobert. Back to Towns. Russell kicks to Towns. 6 to shoot. Stolen by George. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Morris left side. George dishes to Morris. Back to George. Takes the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. He takes it in and finished off by McDaniels.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
George passes to Leonard. From past the arc. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards kicks to Russell. No good from outside. In the corner, George with it. Left side, Leonard. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
21, the Clippers, 17.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. No one near Wall as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Prince outside. And they recover it. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anderson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Los Angeles ball.
Clippers trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Pass to Kennard. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Prince finds Anderson. Timberwolves passing it around. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. And here's Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
It's Powell on the wing. Right side, Wall. Passes it to Kennard. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Batum. Off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. Powell, the pass to Batum. Stolen by Reed.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And Anderson kicks to Prince. Anderson, a screen on Kennard. Back to Anderson. Good, nice job down low. Anderson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They're scoreless since the first half. Outside, Covington. Now here's Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got his first bucket in this one.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Reed the pass to Prince. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers trail by 4.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
McLaughlin up and in on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Powell with it. Guarded now by Prince. Powell kicks to Kennard. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Prince outside, just 5 on the clock. Noel passes to McLaughlin. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. 1:04 left in the third. Powell down low. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Here's McLaughlin. Yes, and the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
For Minnesota, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now here's Powell. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. Prince the pass to Noel. Covington with the steal. Kennard against Prince. Back to Kennard. Covington down low. Can't connect from short range. Gets it off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Minnesota calls timeout. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Shot clock at 6. George against Edwards. Basket counts. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
The pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Leonard dishes to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense and at least score from all 3 levels.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Russell from long range. At the live, Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Al Russell. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. From outside the arc. And Anthony Edwards gets the 3.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Jackson against Russell. It's deflected. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. Edwards with it. George picks him up. McDaniels passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
From deep, George doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels finds Russell. Gobert with it. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now, here is Russell. Times down low. He's against Morris. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers trail by 7. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Off the left rim and out. Here's Minnesota. Big stretch here going 10-2. Outside, Towns. Kicks to Russell. There's the triple. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. L.A. has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Morris. Pass to Leonard. There's the dish to Morris. Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. .30 seconds left in the fourth.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And, you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
George, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's the 3. That shot off. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's man in at the small forward position. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Moran against Jackson. Pass to Aldama. Stolen by Jackson. On the break. The kick out to Morris. It's George on the wing. Here's man. No good on the triple. Outside Bain. Here's Aldama. Can't get it to fall. Here's man. Brooks defending. Pass to Zubats. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Back to George. Shot clock at 6. That shot off the mark.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep breath.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Outside for Moran. Here's Aldama. He's guarded by Zubats. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in.
2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Fires the 3. Here's Zubac. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team.
No good on that one. Man, he's checked in for the Clippers.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Here's Morant. And George with some nice D.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris on the wing. George passes to Zubac. Here's the second effort over Adams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Ja Morant picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And no luck that time either. Memphis trailing here. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Jackson down low, hounded by Morant. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. And stolen by Bane. Inside. Aldama, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Mann, guarded by Bane. Morris down low. There's Jackson with the 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
And Jackson showing off a little bit of his range that time. So confident in that release.
Outside Bane. Adams with a screen on George. Bane, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to George. The kick out to Morris. From behind the arc. Aldama grabs the board. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Adams with a screen on George. Back to Adams. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Mann, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You know, Reggie Jackson has had a few years in the NBA where he's averaged 6 or more assists, so he can make plays.
From deep, Bane. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. And the jam by George.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Clippers on top. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. From deep, Bane gets the 3 to fall.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Moran against Jackson. George right side. Back to Jackson. George outside for 3. Morris outside. George outside.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Adams a screen, and it's Moran off the drive. And then Moran with the dunk!
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Jackson against Moran. Jackson, the pass to George. Zubats inside. Kicks it to George. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, DA, let alone talking about players and their skills.
The kick out to Morris. The three. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. And it's Morris penetrating. Pass to Zubats. George outside. Puts it up. Here's Mann. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
From deep, Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
The drive by Moran. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Bain, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
Morris against Moran. Morris down low. Misses in close. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Aldama. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
We've watched Moran get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Moran against Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Moran with it. He's got 7. Outside Bain. Here's Adams. He's guarded by Zubats. And it's Adams missing.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Morris. And now we've got an intentional foul.
John Moran, second personal foul, first team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Clippers now. Jackson finds George. The layup misses. With 1 on the clock. And he can't get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
The Grizzlies, 14. The Clippers, 15.
And After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Wall. Kennard outside. Pass to Batum. Nice move. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis trailing here. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
At the line for the Clippers.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Now Jones. 13 feet out. It's stolen. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell passes to Kennard to the wing, right side. Three-pointer. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Jones from outside. Rebound by the Clippers.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Pass to Wall. And here's Kennard. And he makes it on the layup. Kennard's got 5 now.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
And the Grizzlies call time here. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And here's Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. To the middle. Here's Tillman.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Xavier Tillman.
And the second free throw is good. And here are the Clippers now. They're on a 10-1 run. Outside Wall. Batum outside. Outside Wall. 5 on the clock. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Pass to Tillman. On the wing, Conchar. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And again, Memphis no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Kennard outside. Back to Covington. Pulls up on the wing. And that's good for 2. Covington's got his first bucket in this one.
Stepping in just a little bit closer, but keeping the D honest as Covington knocks down a mid-range.
Pass to Tillman. Can't get it to drop. Batum with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Out to Powell. Back to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Kennard finds Wall. Outside Covington. To the inside. Here's Batum. Lays it up and banks it in. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Wall against Jones. Out to Covington. Launches it. No luck on that one. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Conchar. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 18-3 run. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to George. Morris, a screen on Bain. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
From deep, Bain. Offensive board. Here's Adams. Uses the glass on the layup.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
He got it up. The shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 16-point advantage heading in. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Then it's Dillon Brooks. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in a power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. George draws the double. Here's Mann. Three-pointer, no good. Well, Memphis shooting a very low 27% so far this one. Morant uses the glass to finish the layup.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, the pass to George. Down low. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 16. Zubac has got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. A good look from Bain. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
From deep, Bain. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Mann. The kick out to Morris. Zubac inside. Adams is there. Pass to Jackson. George, a deep 3. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the paint. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got 4 rebounds now. Jackson with it. Checked by Brooks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Morris outside. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Got a piece of it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George passes to Zubats. Now here's Morris. Aldama grabs a board. Outside Morant. Inside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, that frame and strength, I think, sometimes will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
His third personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:26 left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Zubats. Pass to Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to George. There's the triple.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
Jackson finds George. Lets it go from deep. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
3 points.
And the Clippers lead by 19.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Outside for Brooks. Here's Aldama. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's George. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry.
Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Here we go. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the guard position. And for the Grizzlies, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at power forward. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant with a wide open look. They get the rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering, and that one's good. Towns.
And, you know, you got multiple options with this guy coming out of the screen. He can go pick and pop on you. He can go pick and roll. Towns can hurt you either way.
Now here's Morant. Adams' shot is off.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Russell against Morant. Russell dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant drives in. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Russell looking around. To the middle. Here's Gobert.
And shooting against Adams. Very challenging. He's an assertive defender who won't back off. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Adams with the slam.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Outside, Russell. And he makes good on the layup.
You like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the basket is good. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Edwards. Driving in, and Edwards with the stuff.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Here's Aldama. And the rejection by Towns. Gobert the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Morant. Payne for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Edwards looking it over. Morant with the steal. A finish, and finished off by Morant.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals, even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
Edwards dishes to Russell. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Misses the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Adams on the wing. Bain from deep three-point range, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Then it's Morant. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Minnesota. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Morant.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now, here is Russell. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Craig dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
The 3 from Morant. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Aldama passes to Brooks. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. And he jams it with authority.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Here's Towns following the score by Memphis. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And that one is off. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Now, here is Russell. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now Edwards. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game.
First team.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Brooks up on top. McDaniels defending. Morant kicks to Adams. On the wing, Bain. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Russell dishes to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Adams against Gobert. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Towns. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Payne with it. Picked up by Edwards. Brooks the best to Adams. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now Brooks on the wing. Payne. There's the 3, and another turnover here by Memphis.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside, Edwards. They need this one. Here he goes. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant passes to Aldama. To the paint. Here's Adams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
That free throw missing.
2 shots.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Aldama can't hit.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
It's Russell with the drive. Here's Towns. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Driving to the basket. And the shot goes in. Payne's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Towns finds Edwards. Now, here is Russell. Has to Gobert. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
A free throw drops for Gobert. There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Passes it to Tillman. 3 seconds left. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Towns for 3. And a close game so far through the first. Thanks for the great interview, David.
The Grizzlies, 23. The Timberwolves, 25.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Minnesota with it. So on the floor for Minnesota, Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. The pass to Noel. And finished off by Anderson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Tillman. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Noel. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Prince misses. And here are the Grizzlies now. Inside. Count it. And they'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Kyle Anderson. The Grizzlies have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's Noel. Clock at 6. The kick out to Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And there's the drive. Here's Conchar. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. For the lead. Good. He hits the jump shot. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. A crossover. From deep, Prince, and the 3-ball is good. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
Defended by Anderson. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Kicks it out to Prince. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. That shot is off. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the right side. Here's Conchar. No good from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
It's Prince on the wing. Here's Anderson. That one's not going to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Into the lane. Shoots it. Second chance shot. Pass to Conchar. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jones. Tries yet again. Here's Conchar. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Anderson. 54 seconds left in the third. Passes it to McLaughlin. Anderson, a screen on Jones. Here's McLaughlin. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Noel.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. Then it's Brooks, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Aldama at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Morant. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 9. Russell dishes to Edwards. With the drive, and finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Payton for 3. And Adams with the slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's stolen by Gobert. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The 3 from Morant. He can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Now here's Towns. Out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Morant against Russell. Here's Adams. He shoots again. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And you can't ignore how often they've been able to get to the free throw line.
getting a lot of points from the charity stripe. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Oh, here's Edwards. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Outside, Russell. Ball stolen. There's the pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Fires for 3. And again, Memphis no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Now, here is Russell. The dish to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Here's Towns. A 3 off the inbound. That shot off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Fades away. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
If you're a point guard like Russell, you handle the ball a lot in close game, so you better knock down your free throw.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Payne for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Picked off in midair.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediate.
Edwards with it. From deep. Off target with that shot. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy. This crowd was direct.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Let's meet the visitors.
Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, VA. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the Clippers with the ball. Here's Wall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
This guy has never been afraid to take the foul while finishing his shooting motion. John Wall through contact, yes sir. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
So it's the Clippers now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Here's Zubats. 4 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Russell from outside. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Here's Wall. George outside. Wall, the pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. And George with the jam.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
The 3, George. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. George has got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Wall against Russell. Shoots over Wall. And too long on the shot.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, Kawhi Leonard meets the defender at the rim, and he comes out on top.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Back to Russell. To end the run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Good on the second one.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Now here's Wall. George outside. Wall against Russell. Batum left side. Leonard outside. Shot from the wing. The shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Back to George. from downtown. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Stolen by Wall. Out to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Here's Batum. Who poked away.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Wall, the pass to George. Jacks up a three, and good. Coming on, the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for Minnesota, the backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. Just 4 to shoot. George finds Leonard. And it's Russell on the drive. Missed inside.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Now George. George with the jam.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Outside Russell. Gobert on the high post. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Leonard, good.
Kawhi Leonard has built that three-point game now to add to the mid-range and the ability to draw contact. Now you got to guard him everywhere.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Batum sets a screen. Here's Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Edwards, here we go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside Wall. Now here's George. Zubac passes to George. Here's Towns. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
This guy turned himself into one of the league's top talents. Kawhi Leonard continues to be a dominant two-way force.
Russell against Wall. Out left to the wing. Towns passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Fires from deep. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert is doubled. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Towns for three. Offensive rebound.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to Batum. Takes the three. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists now tonight.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Russell from deep three-point land. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Clippers in the lead. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Batum penetrating. Pass to Zubac. Shoots from the baseline. Clock at 6. George passes to Batum. This one for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. Edwards fires from way outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles. Up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Morris in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Powell. Down low. Covington. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Anderson. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
Here's Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal
We know Reggie Jackson has the quickness to get inside and the toughness to make a play, folks.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside, Anderson. Here's Prince. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Oh, Covington with a block.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Offensive rebound. A slam dunk by Reed.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Now Jackson, down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3, and Kennard with the 3. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin to the inside. Here's Reed. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Reed's got 4 points this quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Morris. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Pass to Noel.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Jackson finds Kennard. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Jackson, the pass to Covington. Shoots over Anderson. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's McLaughlin. Drills it from deep. And it's now only a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
You've got to be careful and on point with Reggie Jackson as a defender because he is so good at drawing that contact and making you put him at the foul line.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Kennard into the lane. Count that bucket. Kennard's got 5 now.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel, covered by Covington. Noel, no good. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Jackson, left side. Powell finds Morris. Outside Covington. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Kennard. No good with the triple. Up top, Anderson. Covered by Covington. Anderson can't get it to go. Morris down low. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. We've got more NBA basketball. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th quarter. They've got Taurean Prince, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Reed in at the 5, down low. Pass to Leonard. And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He said, guys, you don't have to chuck up the first 3 you see. Keep your heads up. Keep looking for the best option. Let's see how they respond. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. McDaniels inside. Zubac there. Towns passes to Russell. From deep. Towns can't get it to go.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
George passes to Wall. Here's Leonard. And stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. From outside the arc. Pure from 3-point range.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Wall against Russell. Leonard for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, they get a hand on it. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Here's Wall. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to George. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Leonard on the wing. Fires it. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Batum outside. The 3 is up. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Russell with the ball. High post Towns. Leonard against McDaniels. Outside Edwards to tie it up. And he sinks the layup. And it's all knotted up.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Russell against Jackson. Pass to George. The shot off that time. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Russell. Oh, and they take the lead.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
Jackson outside. Pass to George. Here's Zubac, defended by Gobert. And they get it. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Russell's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, does he have the clutch gene? D'Angelo Russell says, yes, sir, I do.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. For three, George. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Edwards against Leonard. Outside Edwards. Towns passes to McDaniels. To the left wing. Deflects the pass. Here's Russell. Goes back up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And all Russell has to do is push out the distractions and focus on the task at hand. He can do this.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Here's Batum. Offline with a 3. Russell against Jackson. Outside Russell. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had, thanks, Allie, great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
The starting lineup for the visit.
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Outside, Bain sinks the triple.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Wall against Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Wall. Just 5 to shoot. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brooks against Leonard. Up top, Batum. Over Jackson.
This team leans on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense. It can be a difference maker.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Here's George. Grizzlies making the shot. Here's Batum. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Here's Bain. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Brooks the pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. Off the left rim and out. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's Leonard from 3. And the dunk by Zubats.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here's Morant. And the pass to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
George looking around. Got a piece of it. Dishes it to Leonard. Over Brooks. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Brooks with it. Adams outside. It's Morant in the corner. Back to Adams. Down low, Batum, and Batum throws it down.
And nice ups from Batum. He's in the air for the jam before the defense can stop it.
Morant against Wall. Morant pushes to Jackson. It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
First free throw is good.
An impressive, versatile defender for Jackson Jr. It's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Here's Zubats. It's deflected. Jackson misses.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Nobody near George. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Alden.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
All right, thank you, David.
And look how quick on the draw George is. The moment he's got the ball, he's in motion for the shot.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Brooks outside. Bain finds Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Adams. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. Lets the three fly. The shot misses. The Clippers trail. And here's George. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Leonard for a free throw. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Now here's Morant for 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And still a close game as the first quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making the shot. They get it back. Zubac kicks to Leonard. George, that's a 2-pointer. Brooks grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Jackson. Outside, Bain. Back to Jackson. And they recover it. A second chance effort. And it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Zubac finds Wall. Back to Zubac. And Adams sends it back. And he gets it back. Just 5 on the clock. Batum inside the 3-point line. That one a little long.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often. Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Clippers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Now here's Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Zubac with it. Now defended by Adams. Here's George. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's now 7 points for George. Now Morant. Adams with the screen on Wall. Morant passes to Adams. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. George dishes the Wall. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
Morant against Wall. Back to George. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
2 minutes remaining.
Brooks against Leonard. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Now here's Brooks. No points in the game yet for him. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Now here's Morant. Drives to the hoop and finished off by Morant.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Wall passes to Leonard. Now here's Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 5. George finds Leonard. Batum for 3. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Batum. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. George against Bain. From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent.
Outside, George. All taking his time here. Leonard, the pass to George. Stolen by Brooks. Outside Jackson. Wall with the steal. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who thanks so much, David. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Morris, and it's Kennard in at the 3. And here are the Clippers. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Clippers. Jones against Jackson. Pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar for the lead. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Covington. It's Jackson atop the key. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Outside, Jones. Here's Tillman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Conchar. And again, Memphis no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jones, the pass to Tillman. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
On the basket by Jones.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. He kicks to Morris. Now the dish to Covington. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Kennard on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Passes to Aldama.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
1:58 left in the third quarter. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Jones, no one around him. And the Grizzlies get it back for the tie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting for Memphis, Xavier Tillman.
That one is no good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Jackson passes to Kennard. It's Powell on the wing. Outside, Covington. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green, the pass to Aldama. Jones with it. For the lead. And again, Memphis no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Kennard finds Covington. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to Kennard. And the Clippers miss again.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson kicks to Powell. Back to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Covington to stop the drought. Nice move. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones up top. Guarded by Jackson. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Clippers trail. So on the floor for Memphis. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center. Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. In the corner, George with it. Here's Batum. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The defense trying to knock Batum off his center of gravity there. Even with contact, he still gets it done.
And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Leonard against Brooks. Outside for George. Leonard inside, and there's the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Now here's Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Offline with his three. The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. There's the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
It's Brooks on the wing. Bain for three. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Wall kicks to Batum. Off target with his three. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, big night for Jackson so far, scoring with enthusiasm on that offensive end.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. All with it. 6 on the shot clock. George passes to Zubats, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leonard against Brooks. Outside for Batum. Takes the three. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant with the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Batum for three. It's hauled in by Adams.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Wall with the steal. Zubats kicks to Batum. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. George passes to Batum. Back to George. The three. They shoot again. Pass to Zubats. Here's Batum. And at last, they get one to fall.
A calm presence on the court. Batum just goes about his business, even when others are starting to feel the pressure.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Wall draws the double. Zubats finds Batum. Another miss by Batum.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Morant outside. Good!
And when Grant takes off towards the basket. Look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Outside for Batum. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. On the wing, Bain. Clock is at 3. Offline from the high post. So it's Memphis picking up the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.